Saturday, 11:47 at night. You check the front door deadbolt for the third time, and you check the bedroom window for the second. The bottle of water is on the nightstand. The phone is on Do Not Disturb. The hallway light is off. The bedroom light is off. The alarm panel in the hallway shows a small green dot. The bedside drawer is cracked open 1 inch. So is somebody else's drawer, on the same residential block, in a different bedroom. A different sleeper just finished a different ritual at the same 11:47. I'll tell you what each one did. I'll tell you what neither one of them knows yet about the 8 minutes between 11:47 and 3:09. And what one of those two sleepers will learn about the 8 minutes between 11:47 and 3:09. That's what you need to learn about yours before the next Saturday night shows up at your address. The cut comes here.
One of you will be awake at 3:09 with eyes open in the dark, and one of you will not. You are one of them. You don't know which one yet. 2 adults, 2 bedrooms, same residential block, same Saturday, same 11:47. Different protocols. Watch where this lands. The first sleeper, the canon sleeper, finishes the same checklist every night. Front door deadbolt, pull once, look, pull again. Side door deadbolt, same. Bedroom window, latch felt with the thumb. Alarm panel, armed. Stay code memorized. The bedside drawer, 1 inch open. Inside the drawer is the device the canon sleeper trusts to handle whatever happens at 3 a.m. That's the whole protocol. Door locked, alarm on. Drawer ready, lights off. Watch what the canon sleeper did not do today. Did not walk the windows on Saturday morning. Did not put the porch light on a timer. Did not leave the second floor hallway lamp on. Did not check whether the back step floodlight bulb is still good. Did not look at the house from the street, the way somebody walking the block at 11:47 would look at it. The canon sleeper fixed the moment of impact. The structured sleeper, in the bedroom across the block, finished a different routine. The deadbolt is also checked. The alarm is also armed. But before any of that, Saturday morning at 10 a.m. with the coffee hot, the structured sleeper walked the kitchen doorframe, the front hallway closet, the laundry room window above the dryer, the side yard gate behind the trash bins, read the latch on every window.
The critical failure point is right here. It shifts
Found 2 that
seated
didn't fully
to
seat,
unseated,
adjusted
allowing
them,
the breach.
put a strip of tape on a third that has been loose since March. The porch light is on a timer. The second floor hallway lamp is on a timer. The dog bowl is half full on the back step where the motion light hits it. The radio in the kitchen is set to a low talk station that will stay on through the night. The car is parked head out,
Make sure
not
those
parallel.
tires are ready.
The structured sleeper put the bedside drawer at 1 inch too. Same gear, same reflex. But the bedside drawer is not the protocol. It is the last item on the protocol. Now lie both of them down at 11:47. Watch what is the same. Both of them are tired. Both of them are alone. Both of them locked their doors. Both of them armed an alarm. Both of them put a device within reach. Watch what is different. One of them looks awake from the street. One of them does not. Here's what offenders are reading at 11:47 before either sleeper closes their eyes. The second floor hallway lamp, the porch light, the dog bowl, the faint sound of a talk radio voice through a back step screen. The car parked head out. The structured sleeps house at 11:47 is reading as a house with somebody up and somebody awake. The canon sleeper's house at 11:47 is reading as a house with nobody home. Which one of those 2 houses gets selected at 3:09? You are one of them. You haven't picked yet.
The Cannon sleeper at 11:47, deadbolt checked 3 times, alarm armed, the bedside drawer cracked open 1 inch. Shannon Catalano spent September of 2010 publishing a 27-page document for the Bureau of Justice Statistics. NCJ 227379. Inside it, on Table 8, sits the number that explains the difference between the two of you. I'll read you the number.
Then I'll read you what the Cannon sleeper has not yet read. Between 2003 and 2007, the NCVS, that's the National Crime Victimization Survey, counted 3,713,000 household burglaries a year on average. That's the base rate. 27.6% of those burglaries occurred with a household member present in the home. That's the document on page 5, Table 1. Look at what that number is and what it is not. Read the figure narrowly. The 27.6% is a measured rate inside a measured sample. Burglaries that happened with somebody actually in the house at the time of entry. 27.6%. 1 in roughly 3.5. That's the rate the Cannon sleeper plans against when he plans against nothing. Now turn to Table 8. Among the burglaries where a household member was present, 389,880 incidents, 38.1%, happened while the household member was sleeping. Sleeping. Page 11, Table 8. The activity column says __, quote, _, 0 _, and the percentage says 38.1. Read that again. 38.1% of member-present burglaries happen while you are asleep. That is the sleep gap. That is why the Cannon sleeper at 3:09 has 8 minutes between the offender at the threshold and the moment of awareness. The Cannon sleeper has not configured for the sleeping condition. The Cannon sleeper has configured for the awake condition. The device in the drawer, the alarm panel in the hallway, the deadbolt that gets pulled 3 times. All of that is awake-conditioned gear. None of that is asleep-conditioned gear. Look at the table for what the structured sleeper read on Saturday morning. Table 9, page 12. 61.3% of member-present burglaries occur at nighttime, between 6 p.m. and 6 a.m. 626,150 incidents, more than 3 out of 5. That's the time window, not the day window, not the lunchtime window. The window between 6 p.m. and 6 a.m. So the structured sleeper looked at 38.1% on Table 8 and 61.3% on Table 9 and asked one question. If member-present burglary is happening in the dark, with the member asleep, then what is the upstream behavior that decides whether the burglary happens to the structured sleeper's house or the Cannon sleeper's house? Because the structured sleeper is also in bed, also asleep. Also at 11:47 on a Saturday. Now the report gives the answer on Table 6, page 14. The entry mode for member-present burglaries. 27%, open door or window. The offender did not have to break anything. The opening was already there. 28%, unlocked door or window. The offender turned a knob or pushed a sash. No tools. 17.6%, somebody let the offender in, talked through the door, opened the door, recognized the voice, recognized the uniform, recognized the story. 11.8%, the offender pushed his way inside. Across a threshold somebody had already opened. Add those 4 numbers. 27 plus 28 plus 17.6 plus 11.8. 84.4%. 84.4. 84.4% of member-present burglaries, the ones happening at night with members asleep, went through one of those 4 upstream behavioral failures. 84.4% went through behavior. Not gear, not gun, not alarm. I'll name the caveat honestly. 26% of occupied residence burglaries, Table 16, page 18, involved violent victimization. 18% assault, 5.8% robbery, 2.2% rape or sexual assault. That's the caveat. Read it without flinching. The other caveat is methodology. The NCVS, the report writes this in the methodology section, cannot fully distinguish between burglaries where the household member was present at the moment of entry versus burglaries where the household member arrived home during the burglary. Some fraction of the 27.6% are arrived during, not present at entry. The document names this. The teaching point is that the document names it. But the 4 entry modes are not changed by the caveat. Open, unlocked, let in, pushed in. 4 upstream points. 4 behavioral failures.
4 moments before the offender ever gets near the bedside drawer. The canon sleeper has not touched any of the 4. The structured sleeper walked all 4 of them on Saturday morning. Which one of those 4 entry modes is the one running on your front door tonight? The weapon and alarm reflex teaches you what to do at 3:09. It does not teach you what to do at 11:47. That's the second cut. Read it slow. The weapon and alarm reflex says, lock the door, arm the alarm, keep the drawer 1 inch open. The reflex is downstream only. It is configured for the moment of impact, the moment when the offender has already crossed 3 of the 4 upstream points and is now standing on the threshold of the bedroom. By the time the reflex fires, the 8 minutes have already been spent. By the time the canon sleeper reaches the drawer, Table 6 has already done its work. Here's what I've watched more than once. Sitting with people after the fact. The reflex is right about what to do when the offender is at the bedroom door. The reflex is silent about what to do on Saturday morning. And the silence is what selects the house. Failure mode. Saturday morning is when the 4 entry points are decided, not Saturday night, not 3:09. Saturday morning, 10 a.m. The coffee is hot. The light is good. Walk the kitchen door frame. Look at the door. Is the deadbolt actually engaged when you turn the knob, or does the door jiggle in the frame because the strike plate is loose? The 17.6% let-in starts here. If your door does not seat solid in the frame, anybody who knocks can talk through it. Anybody who pushes can move it. The let-in number is not about a stranger you trust. It is about a door that already moves before the conversation starts. Walk the front window. Read the latch. Not look at the latch. Read it with your thumb. Is it actually catching? The 27% open door or window is not always somebody else opening it. Sometimes the window was already open. Half-cocked latches on the front house windows are the common open window pathway because they look closed and they are not closed. Saturday morning at 10 a.m. is when you can see this in the light. 3:09 in the dark is when the canon sleeper finds out the latch was wrong. Walk the side yard gate. The 11.8% pushed in usually has a precursor. A gate that does not fully close.
A side path that gives the offender 3 uninterrupted seconds at the side door. Read the gate. Does the latch fall, or does the gate stand half open in the wind? Walk the back door. The 28% unlocked
is the embarrassing number. Unlocked is not a sophisticated entry. It is a door that somebody on the household forgot to lock. Saturday morning is when you check whether the back door deadbolt actually moves when you turn the knob from the inside. Saturday morning is when you put a piece of tape over the deadbolt thumb turn as a "do not leave without locking" marker. 3:09 is when you find out the back door was never locked from Tuesday onward. How does the offender get in? Through what? Through who? Through where? 4 questions, 4 upstream points, 4 Saturday morning actions. Each one fixed before the 11:47 Saturday night moment ever shows up. Here's the cut. You will not fix any of the 4 at 3:09. Your hand at 3:09 will be reaching for the drawer. The drawer is downstream of all 4. The drawer does not help you with the unlocked back door from Tuesday. The drawer does not help you with the loose strike plate at the kitchen door frame. The drawer does not help you with the gate that did not fall closed. I've watched this play out. The reflex is looking at the bedroom door at 3:09. The street has already done its reading at 11:47, off the porch light. Back to table 6. Walk the windows on Saturday morning before you make the coffee, and read the latch on each one. Stand on the sidewalk between their 2 houses at 11:47. Look at what the street is reading. The structure sleeper's house on the left. Porch light on, soft glow, not flickering, steady. Behind the porch light, through a sheer curtain on the front living room window, the floor lamp is still on at low setting on a timer. Second floor hallway lamp, visible from the street through the small second-story window above the stairs, also on. The dog bowl on the back step catches the motion light when something walks past. The car is parked out in the driveway, the way somebody parks when they might need to leave at 4 in the morning, not the way somebody parks when they're home for the night. There is a faint sound coming through the back step door, a talk radio voice, just loud enough to be heard if you're standing on the back path. The mailbox at the curb is empty. Somebody collected the mail today. The Cannon sleeper's house on the right. Porch light off. Front room windows dark. Second floor window dark. Back step dark. Car parked parallel against the curb, the way somebody parks when they're in for the night. Mailbox shows 2 pieces of mail visible through the slot. No sound, no light, no motion. Which house gets walked first by the person checking the block at 11:47? Watch this part. You do not need to detect the offender at the street. You need to make the street read your house as occupied. That is the entire mechanic of the presence signaling layer. The mechanic here is signaling, not detection. The structured sleeper has not added a single camera, has not bought a single new device, has not upgraded the alarm panel. The structured sleeper has added 5 visible signals: porch light steady, second floor lamp visible from the street, dog bowl half full where the motion light catches it, radio low through the back step screen, car head out in the driveway. That together tell the street, this house is awake. This house has somebody in it who would notice. This house is not selected. Here's what I've watched more than once. The houses that get walked first by people doing the actual selecting at 11:47 are the houses where the street reads nothing. No light, no sound, no motion, no movement of the mail, no car out positioning. The Canon sleeper's house is reading nothing. The Canon sleeper is reading the alarm panel from inside. The street does not read alarm panels. The street reads the porch light. Pacing callback. Back to the master image at the sidewalk. I keep going back to what the Canon sleeper put in the drawer and what the structured sleeper put on the porch. The structured sleeper has put 5 signals between the offender and the front door, before the offender ever decides which house to walk toward. I keep thinking about this from 100 yards away. The porch light at 22 minutes past midnight, the dog bowl half full on the back step, and the second floor lamp still on in the hallway. You are at your kitchen door frame on a Saturday morning. The coffee is hot. The light is good. The bedroom is empty, and you can see it the way an offender at the street can see it at 11:47. Here's the part the Canon sleeper does not see. You can audit the 4 entry points and the 5 presence signals together in one Saturday morning walk with the coffee hot in less than 30 minutes, once a week. That's the protocol. That is what the structured sleeper actually did on Saturday morning before lying down at 11:47. Walk the 4 entry points first. Kitchen door frame. Check the deadbolt seats solid in the strike plate. Front hallway closet door. Open it. Look at the front room window from inside. Read the latch. Laundry room window above the dryer. Read the latch. Side yard gate. Walk to it. Check whether the latch falls when the gate swings closed. Now walk the 5 presence signals. Porch light bulb. Good. On a timer set for sunset to 1 a.m. Second floor hallway lamp. Bulb good, on a timer set for 10 p.m. to 5 a.m. Dog bowl, half full in the back step with a motion light catches it. Radio in the kitchen, set to a low volume talk station, on a timer for 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. Car, back into the driveway, head out. Not parallel. Set a recurring alarm on your phone for Saturday at 10 a.m. Label it __quote_1__. Walk it every Saturday. Read the latches. Test the deadbolts. Replace the timer batteries the first Saturday of the month. This is the part the Canon sleeper does not do. This is the 8 minutes between 11:47 and 3:09 that the structured sleeper spent on Saturday morning, in the light, with the coffee hot, instead of at 3:09 with the hand reaching for the drawer. That's where the Canon sleeper loses the 8 minutes. I've watched households go from the Canon sleeper protocol, the structured sleeper protocol, in one Saturday morning. The 4 entry points are fixed in about 20 minutes. The 5 presence signals are set up in about another 20. 40 minutes once, then 10 minutes once a week to walk it. The cost is 40 minutes of Saturday morning, 2 timer plugs, and 2 light bulbs. The reflex stays. The drawer stays at 1 inch. The alarm stays armed. But the protocol moved upstream. The kitchen door frame at 10 a.m. on Saturday morning is where it now lives, not the bedside drawer at 3:09. Table 6 of the document spells this out when you read it as instructions for Saturday morning, instead of as a statistic about a thing that happens to other people. Audit the 4 entry points when you are awake and the coffee is hot, not at 3:09 when your hand is reaching for the drawer. So, which one of the 2 sleepers are you tonight? Which one will you be next Saturday? You can pick. The picking does not happen at 11:47. The picking happens at 10 a.m. Saturday morning with the coffee hot. Here is the protocol. Walk the 4 entry points. Kitchen door frame, front hallway closet, laundry room window above the dryer, side yard gate. Read the latch on each one.
Test the deadbolt at the kitchen door frame. Set the porch light on a timer. Set the second-floor hallway lamp on a timer.
Set the radio in the kitchen on a timer for 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. Park the car head out, not parallel. Set a recurring Saturday morning alarm at 10 labeled The Walk. Pick a Saturday, this Saturday or the next one, and run the protocol on your own bedroom before you sleep in it.